But then I told myself, hey, you want to keep living. You want to stay with it.
You got to keep pushing, right?
Right.
Well, old Louie, there must have been something on when those B-29s and all those started dropping the food for him.
Yeah, one guy ate 20 pounds of fruit in one day. How the hell can you do that?
I don't know.
He ate 20 and he didn't get sick.
Did you ever get into Japan?
Did I? Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Where'd you go?
Yokohama, Yokosuka, Kobe, Nagoya.
All of them, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Right after the war?
Well, in 45. In 45.
That was after the war, wasn't it?
Yeah, 45. I couldn't go near the war no more because Japanese owned it all. But after chapter 30, dropped that bomb, cleaned the city out. There was such a big explosion that the lid inside the guy's fillings in his mouth started rumbling. Did you hear? Did you follow that part?
How about you though? Did you ever get to Japan?
Where?
You on your boat when you in World War II? Or after World War II, did your boat ever go over there?
Oh yeah. Yeah, I went uptown. That's where I met the grandmom's brother in Japan, Sasebo.
Just out of the blue, or?
No, his mother's. Grandmom said his brother was in Japan at the ammunition dump. So when I got off at Yokosuka, I asked where that place was. They got some sailor put me in a jeep and drove me up to some mountain. Man, they take a crap alongside the road, like streams of water be floating. You see a turd go float down. That was dirty, really dirty. So I got up to this place up in the mountains there. I call it the mountains, real hilly. And knocked at the door. I says, "God, my name is Bill Wheeler here." They opened up the door. I seen a bunch of guys all sitting around a real low table, about a foot off the ground. And the guys were sitting all around the table, kneeling down, feet crossed. And there's a woman behind each guy's, wiping the guy's forehead every time he perspired. She'd be wiping his forehead. Anyway, told me to come in, but first I had to take my shoes off. Took my shoes off, and I met this guy, Bill. Yes, I'm married to your sister. I said, "Oh, you're my new brother-in-law, huh?" And then one of them gals wearing that big thing on her back, mouth patch. They walk around with some patch, a big box of something.
Like a backpack or something?
Yeah. And he told the girl, said, "You take him up to the room and show him your clothes and all that." And then Bill said, "No, you better not. That's my brother-in-law." So it pointed me out there. So I never did get in that room to see what she had to show me. But I remember one guy, father, had his daughter, I guess was his daughter. You know how you have a leash under your dog?
Yeah.
With that expandable rope?
Yeah.
Anyway, the rope was tied around her waist and he had the handle on it. He was leading her around like a dog, selling her.
You're kidding me.
You want to buy this, a little bit, or want to buy a little bit of that. And the little kids be running up and down saying, "You and my sister, it's not nice, it's not nice this, nice that. She'd do anything you want, this and that." Anyway, there was a lot of that. In fact, every house had that in it. That was all common.
They're trying to make some money to live, probably, huh?
Oh, yeah, well, that's why they did it, to live. You know, they'd have no job, no money, no nothing. That's the last resort, Don, I guess. Couldn't blame the woman. And I couldn't blame the men either.
Any good deal on stuff over there?
Well, I bought that silverware.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I got sets of Narataki. Well, Grandma wanted to give that to Debbie.
I think Deb said she'll take it.
Yeah, well,
I think. I don't know.
You know, it would go real good in your china closet.
Yeah.
You know, you don't have nothing in that china closet. And I was telling Grandma, I said, it looked nice in there. She said, I know it would. But she said, I don't know, maybe the granddaughter of mine, she don't know if she can do this or do that. Anyway, I said, well, it's there. And what's that bus, Don? Look at that.
I don't know. It's a fancy bus, isn't it?
What is that, yellow? Red?
Looks like it's got some surfboards on the top.
Anyway, we got all that silverware and crystal.
Get a good deal on it?
Well, that silver, all that stainless steel and silver plated or nickel, whatever it is, knives and forks, and I guess old John would love to have that up at. All that silver. It's a big cave. You've seen it, haven't you, Don?
Yeah.
That's good stuff. That's number one. I bought the best I could get. I got that, and I got that silverware, and the silverware that I don't know what we do it all. It's all shoved in the drawers in the dining room. Gift to somebody. Gift to the kids. And anyway, I guess she has. I know her rings. She has her rings all set. Debbie gets this one, Donnie gets this one, Carrie gets that one.
You know, I know Deb doesn't like thinking about that.
I know. And it's inevitable, Don.
Yep.
I mean, you're lucky. You're not Donna likewise. I want to show her even where I was going to be buried. I had you there, didn't I?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Didn't I have you there?
Yep.
Yeah. I don't even have Joey or Johnny there. You're the only one.
What happened about, remember that time when you were in Guam? That was a good story. Where you went over there and everything was all messed up and the guy, what was going on?
Oh, yeah, I relieved that drunken chief. And I came off a heavy cruiser, Quincy. And I was always used to being clean, going to quarters, my shirt buttoned up, and my looking, clean shaven. Well, I got over to Guam to relieve that drunken chief. Men on guard duty, they were half drunk, they had a bottle of whiskey with them, gun hanging on their side. So what the hell was this? And that was they were the people that I was supposed to be in charge of. The whole Mob 10, Seabees, mobile battalion of Seabees. Kind of build airstrips.
Yeah.
So I had about 15 or 20 of them in my gang. It's a good duty. Shit. The kids loved it. I tell them, I said, well, you can come over to my house. They would volunteer to babysit for me. I tell Grandma, I said, well, this guy's coming over. She said, where are you from? I said, well, down south or up north. She would make that kind of a dinner for him. And then we would go to the movies that night, or go dancing, or go down to barbecue on the beach. We always do something every night. And them guys, some little people, the sailors, they'd be wanting to babysit for me, and wanting me and Betty me and Grandma to take off. So they could lay around, listen to the radio, write a letter. I had my bar, my liquor and everything was right in my refrigerator. I had everything there. I told them, you're welcome to anything you want. Food, drink, radio, anything. You know, just take care of the kids while we're gone. And Don was only about, 7, 8 years old. The boys were, about 6 months old or something like that, young. And Bill Kahn, he was our favorite babysitter. He's from Philly. Yeah, we would go somewhere and he would make what is called a 1-layer egg cake. I don't know what the hell, how he did that. But it was a piece of dough, you know, cake dough, and he cracked an egg into it, beat it up, and he made some kind of a pie, a little cake, egg cake, and he had a pot of coffee on for us, and we'd come home, you know, after the movie, and he'd have this little cake for us, coffee made, and then he would get a little cocky. He would wear one of these chefs, you know, these chef's hats that up in the air, they hang over, you know what I mean? He would be the sheriff.
Why did they send you over there?
To relieve that, well, this chief was supposed to be in charge of the MRA, Machinery Repair Unit, on a base. And they had motors, rebuilt motors, new motors, new tires, new parts. And all that would start disappearing. You know, the government couldn't figure out what's happening to all this material. It's, you know, all new, disappearing. And they knew this chief shrank a bit. Everything was kind of lazy, careless then. And that's when they said, well, Bush, you're going to have to go over to Guam and take over this Mob 10 group. And I went over there to relieve the chief and his men. And at the same time, eliminate all that disappearance of all them goods.
Oh, who was stealing it?
The Filipinos from Luzon. The Filipinos from Luzon came over there. There were many Japanese men left. A lot of them were killed, and you know, during the war. And Filipinos had to come over to do some of the work on rebuilding motors and tires, and they were there to do the work. But what they did, they would always be stealing the tires, stealing this, stealing that, and hiding it into the boondocks. And then when the ship came over from Luzon, from the Philippines, we come alongside a dock, bring a load of Filipinos into work, bring it back, Filipinos back to Luzon. You know, it was like so many months here, so many months there, back and forth. Anyway, the ship would dock, and Filipinos would get all the loot aboard that ship, take it back. When I found all that going on, that's when I hit the fan. Hit the fan. I said, okay, from now on, none of this bullshit. Took all the 45 pistols away. I issued sawed-off shotguns to everybody. I told them anybody caught in these premises after a given time will be shot. And no more thievery, no more this, no more that. And then it all came to a halt. And the man, no more drinking on duty, and they even told the officer in charge. He said, sir, you have to set an example. You can't come to quarters with a Panamanian hat, your Fauntleroy shorts, and shower shoes, and all that. I said, that got to cease. The Navy, come to quarters. The sheet buttoned up, her sleeves rolled down, buttoned up, hat square, look, clean clothes, clean shave. Men didn't like that. They were put in for a transfer, which I disapproved. But anyway, they learned to like me later on.
You ever have to shoot anyone with the shotguns?
No, I never had to shoot anybody. Shoot at them. Except we did see one guy in the impound area. We set the dogs after him, and that guy he got out of the impound area, but that was a high fence. You know, like these high fences like over there. With barbed wire over the top of them. Anyway, that son of a gun ran up that fence, over the barbed wire, into the boondocks. He went about to get shot. I never seen anybody run up a wire fence and over a barbed wire. He probably got cut the brigade run over. But he got away. Anyway, then we go to bed at night in them elephant Quonset huts. Way to go. You can stick your head underneath to the overhang and look inside the impound area where we slept.
Yeah.
Grandmom said one day there's somebody spying on her. That's when I put my 45 under my pillow and I waited. I heard noise out there. That's when in my shorts. I got my gun, went outside. I didn't see anybody, but what I did see was 3 water buffalo. They were going through garbage cans up alongside base 18. Yeah. I was living in a Quonset hut, elephant Quonset. And we knocked that shit off real quick.
How'd you stop that?
Well, when them guys seen somebody out there aware of them spotting when they want to look at American women, you know.
Yeah.
Nice. Ooh. So anyway, he put his end to that. Don, can I give you that phone number?
Yeah.
And that's you want to do it now.